If your GE washer isn't agitating, grinding when it should be agitating, or behaves unpredictably, the agitator coupling might be the culprit. I'm William with AppliancePartsPros.com, and I'm here to guide you through testing and replacing it. Don't worry if this is your first time working on an appliance, it's easier than you might think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by gathering our tools. For today's work, we'll need a 7/16 nut driver. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off before beginning any repairs. Lift the washer lid, grab the base of the agitator, and pull it up. The agitator can be lifted out of the washer. Inspect the agitator coupling for a loose bolt or any indications of excess wear or damage. If the bolt is loose, it can be tightened. Remove the coupling bolt with a 7/16 nut driver. Lift the coupling out. If the agitator coupling is damaged or has excess wear, replace it. If it looks good, something else is causing your washer to not operate properly. Here's the old agitator coupling and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Push the agitator coupling onto the drive shaft. Secure the agitator coupling with a 7/16 bolt. Reinstall the agitator. We're plugging the power supply cord in, and with that, we're done. Great job getting your GE washer up and running again. We'd love to hear about your repair experience. Feel free to share it in the comments below. If you find yourself in need of an agitator coupling, simply grab your model number and visit AppliancePartsPros.com. Most orders arrive within just a couple of days, so you can get back to keeping your laundry routine on track. Thanks for trusting us with your repair journey, and we look forward to assisting you with your next project.